Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the StarCraft Nation. Zoya here from the StarCraft Squad, bringing you another matchup from Assembly. This is going to be an epic game of epic proportion. Spawning the top right is one of my most favorite Terran players all around, is LiquidHuK. Amazing player altogether. I'm wondering why his root tag isn't in his name. Probably don't know. Well, anyways, spawning in the bottom left is LiquidHuK. Huck versus QXC. You can't get more of an epic battle than this, except for Jinro versus Idra. That show match is going to be amazing. Make sure you guys tune into that. So, great game. We're going to be watching both their plays. It's going to take a couple minutes to give you StarCraft Squad information, just so you guys know you should subscribe. Make sure you submit your replays for Dark Templar harassment this week to starcraftsquad@gmail.com. And also, if you're interested in personal training, I charge $8 an hour. I am Master League. I am top 2,000 in the world as a player. I'm also Master League now as random, so I have a lot of information I give you. The training service is great, so it's $8 an hour. If you're interested, send an email to starcraftsquad@gmail.com, and definitely check that out. Should be awesome. Now, gateway being placed down for LiquidHuK, barracks for QXC, so pretty standard play so far. Nothing too crazy, nothing spectacularly stupid. Refinery going down on 13 for QXC. Gas going down on 14 for HuK. Nothing crazy yet. HuK getting that second pylon down, cutting probes just for a second. HuK's play is always weird. That second early pylon is curious. Most people get it at 16. I'm curious as to why HuK got it that early, but that's fine. HuK is, of course, one of the best protoss in the world because he's so good. So I'm not really going to question why he did that, transferring probes immediately. HuK needs to be careful not to lose this SCV. QXC's still not getting an orbital. That was a really late orbital on QXC's part. Curious as to why he did that. HuK pulling back out of his base. Second gas going down for HuK. So definitely seeing some, probably a 3-gate fast expand, or maybe a 1-gate expand. You don't usually get double gas on a 1-gate expand, so I'm definitely going to think a 3-gate expand going for HuK. But you never really know with HuK, never know what he could be possibly doing. It's just going to speed it up a tad bit, nothing really go down. We got a factory for QXC right now in the middle of his base. That is awesome. So we're seeing some 1-1-1 build, maybe some Banshee play, maybe mech against HuK. That should be extremely interesting. HuK chrono boosting out that first stalker, sending it to his base. Getting another pylon over here. HuK really hasn't shown what he's doing with his tech yet. I mean, we don't have any additional gateways on the playing field. We just have this one, and we have Warp Gate being chrono boosted out, so QXC definitely losing this Marine. Second barracks going down for QXC, so we're seeing some double barracks factory build. Second gateway down for HuK, so we have 2 gateways on the playing field now. HuK choosing not to chrono boost out his Warp Gate, just getting out these stalkers as fast as possible. Go to the income tab. We have 23 versus 19. That's fairly standard for Protoss versus Terran. Barracks is being built. QXC is getting a little bit worried about some early heavy gateway play. Right now, still HuK just sitting on 2 gates right now. He's sending out all these stalkers. He's going to be doing some early pressure, but since his bunker's here, there's really nothing HuK will be able to do, which is unfortunate. We do have this Hellion out here scouting. Robo going down for HuK, so we got a 2-gate Robo off of 1 base for HuK right now. Concussive shells being researched for QXC. Pumping out more Hellions. Still building Marines out of 1, Marauders out of another, and we're just seeing a pretty heavy, you know, Hellion Marine Marauder build. Fortunately for HuK, I believe I saw him getting a sentry. There it is, so he'll be able to force fill that off. Concussive shells done, stim pack being researched, reactor going down on this barracks. Maybe we're seeing the transfer for the Hellions. We'll have to see here. This is a pretty strong force right now for QXC. HuK's got a couple stalkers, a sentry, and a zealot, so he'll definitely be able to hold this off, but this could definitely do a lot of damage early on if used properly. Now, QXC is doing something known as sharking right now. What it is you're constantly moving with your army. You're just constantly scouting, moving around, which is a good play, obviously. Command center going down for QXC, so he's getting ready to expand. HuK doesn't really look like showing what he's doing right now. Third gate warping in right now for HuK, so He's sitting on quite a large amount of minerals right now. Should be seeing an expansion soon. Nope, just dumped it all. A little bit of an engagement up here. HuK trying to pick off as many of these Hellions as possible. Focus firing down these Marines. QXC is going to be forced to fall back. Even with these Marauders, there's way too many Stalkers here to do enough damage. Picking off another Stalker. QXC definitely going to be losing this. Good micromanagement from HuK, pulling back those Stalkers and saving them. Unfortunately for QXC, he salvaged that bunker, so now he doesn't have a bunker to hold off this attack. He's putting down another one, throwing down another barracks to get out the extra units, and here comes HuK with 5 Stalkers. 2 of them kind of low health, but with no bunker up here, he should be able to do a large amount of damage. Now we're getting more Hellions out, building more Marauders, more Marines. QXC needs to be careful. He just lost that Hellion, threw it away needlessly. And looks like HuK's delayed attack is going to be working out perfectly for QXC. He's also got a starport down. Next is down for HuK as well. Sentries, lots of them here. And then HuK is just scouting up here, seeing what's going on. He's picking off that SCV. The range increase for the bunker just gives Marauder so much range. And here comes a beastly force, but HuK, losing a Stalker after pulling back, knows he can't take this. There's so many Marines here. They got Stim at the bunker with the Marauders. Starport swapping over to the reactor. Going to be doing lots of medevacs right now. Combat shields being researched. Expansion just now finishing the orbital command. HuK's doing his best to contain QXC right now, but soon, since there's no sentries here, they'll just be able to walk out. Good use of the observer for HuK, trying to use up here to pick up a couple units, but the range on this bunker is... the Marauders just have so much range. These Stalkers are going to take so much damage. Lots more sentries and zealots coming up here for HuK. Expansion's almost finished. 2 medevacs almost finished for QXC. 2 more gateways go down, so we're definitely seeing a commitment of these infantry units. Sentries here now to just definitely complete the contain for a long time. HuK needs to be very careful. Going to be losing units. Good force fields from HuK, though, trying to pin him against that wall. Definitely a smart player, obviously. Needs to be very careful of this bunker, though. These 2 gateways are almost finished for HuK. 3 more Stalkers warping in. QXC has this factory over here. He's just going to be sending in some Hellions to do some harassment. And then HuK is falling back. So QXC can safely expand now. If we go to the income tab, 41 harvesters for QXC, 32 for HuK, so QXC definitely has a huge economic lead right now. I'm not really utilizing this starport anymore. Back to the production tab. We have a Ghost Academy on the way for QXC. EMP is so strong right now. Barracks on the way as well. Scanning, picking off that observer, landing in expansion. Now we have a robotics bay being built for HuK. Awesome. Where is it at? Where are you, you sexy beast? Right there. So we're seeing some Colossus now. Now hopefully QXC scouts this soon and says, okay, I need Vikings now. We have 2 bunkers going down outside at QXC's base in case a huge push comes right now. Bunkers are definitely something that'll ward off most protoss. Forge being placed for HuK, definitely getting those +1s. Engineering bay down as well for QXC, so definitely seeing some great play from both these players. Factory's still over here pumping out Hellions, using them to scout as best he can. Robotics bay just now finishing for HuK. Still no Colossus being built yet, but he's kind of mineral starved right now, so definitely picking off that Hellion, not letting it scout. Don't know if it saw the Robo Bay. We're going to switch to QXC's vision real quick. He has seen the Robo Bay, so awesome for QXC. He knows he's going to have to start getting Vikings right now. He's getting turrets right now, just in case, Dark Templars come. Thermal Lance being researched, Colossus on the way. Chrono boosting the Colossus, chrono boosting the Thermal Lance, so he knows he's got to get this out quickly. QXC is going to be moving out with an attack now. I'd like to be seeing some Vikings because he's going to need them. We have +1 weapons from both players. 1 Ghost being built for QXC. Right now, we just need to see an engagement of some sort. Now, the longer QXC waits to do damage, the more powerful HuK's army is going to become.